Well, that was something to start the stream on. Hey everybody! I'm Surreal Canine! And I've already streamed a bit of this very recently, but you guys voted, or well, one guy voted, I guess. And yeah, I decided to do this over Zettai Hero Project. I feel like of the two, this is actually the more fun Mystery Dungeon game. And I'm not just saying this because I like Touhou a lot. But I mean, that is part of it, I suppose. So, yeah, this game is a fan game. It's a doujin game. Based on the Touhou Project IP. Initially released in 2015, it was then localized and released again in 2018. And I am playing the 2018 version. You can get it on Steam. It's pretty good. As for my exact plans for this project, I have no idea. I've never played all the way through this game, so we're just gonna wing it and see what we get. And I will say, I do know enough about the Touhou project to not be totally lost here. If this is your first time hearing about Touhou project or seeing any of these characters, it's a it's a series of Danmaku shooting games, otherwise known as bullet hells. All made by one guy, Junya Ota, otherwise known as Zune. He's the sole member of Team Shanghai Alice. And he makes a Touhou about once a year. Half of them are, as I said, Danmaku shooters. The other half are various spin-offs. There are a lot of fighting games in this series, actually. And they're pretty different from most other fighting games. But enough about that. We're going to be starting a new game. I have my current save backed up right over here. I can just pop this open here. So, yeah. Original Touhou Project by Team Shanghai Alice. Aqua Style presents a game that is not Mega Man Battle Network. Lotus Land Project VR. Touhou Genso Wanderer. Reloaded. Unfortunately, you can't play this in VR. What would that even be like? Reimu Hackarray, the Shrine Maiden, who is the protagonist of this series. It's a little Bomberman statue. Or something. Inosuke Morichika, the owner of the antique shop Korindo. The only male character with any real presence in the series. Touhou is all about anime girls shooting magic at each other. Reimu, you done goofed and broke it. And I just realized I forgot to send out the links. Oh well. So yeah, usually the plot of the Touhou game is yokai start acting up and creating some sort of incident, and Reimu is the one to solve it by beating up whoever's responsible. So yeah, this series takes place in the land of Gensokyo, which was created as a kind of a yokai sanctuary in the late 19th century. Some folks, very powerful magicians, took a piece of land, sealed it off from the outside world in sort of a fantasy dimension, and it's a place for yokai, since nobody believes in yokai anymore. So this is where they all went. Sometimes humans get spirited away and end up here. And Fox is being weird. I should, There we go. So, yeah, where was I? What? R/I had a stroke. Yeah, pretty much all of the Touhou girls have some fancy hat or hair accessory. Ota is... well, he makes a lot of characters with a lot of fancy costumes. If only he could actually draw. He's amazing at music, not so great at drawing. So, the Dojin games have much better artwork, usually. He's making a very scary face. Can you rub your head and pat your tummy at the same time? Can you walk up the yokai mountain while balancing a giant urn on your head? Can you recite all the digits of pi before you get to the top of Scarlet Devil Mansion? Or was that also the yokai mountain? So yeah, this game is a mystery dungeon roguelike in the vein of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Shiren the Wanderer, Legend of the Unemployed Ninja. Ooh. Okay. Hey! I didn't notice before, but Rinosuke has a PlayStation. Huh. Alright, let's get dangerous. Duplex barrier! Oop. Whoop! Oh no, I missed. Today, a new mystery descends upon Genso. Oh no, new mystery of the emblem. It's like the one Fire Emblem game that hasn't had a release in English. Well, actually, no, there are others. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. There's like 3 others. You had one more spell card set up in case of emergencies. I mean, you say that, Reimu, but I kind of want to try something. I just hope I don't have to. Welcome to the world of Touhou Genso Wanderer. Teach you the basic controls of a tutorial on your way back to the Hackarray Shrine. Read the hints that will be displayed and aim for the magic circle to progress to the next floor. Start by moving Reimu. Oh. I guess I have to Alt F4 out if I want to, I can do that. I kind of want to try something that I didn't really think to do before. But I have to start over to do that. Here. Let's start with Fantasy Seal right away. Of course. I think I'm in line. Excuse me. Nope. It's pretty rigged against you, actually. We're gonna have to figure that out later. Alright, anyway. So, yeah. Use the D-pad or the analog stick to walk. You got an item. Hold Y and press up on the D-pad to select your items. Press different directional buttons while holding Y to view various other menus. Green tea heals 20 HP, and Big Red Bean Cake fills the tummy meter by 100. Your HP will slowly recover as the turns pass, but if your tummy is 0, instead of recovering HP, you will start to lose it. Reimu will faint when she loses all of her HP, so be careful. You can't take the items you find in this dungeon back with you. Use them a lot so that you'll remember how to use them. You got money! You will need money to shop. Go through the passage and find the next room. If you hold B and press the directional buttons, you can dash. When you dash, you will keep going until you can't go further or hit a crossroads, so be careful. So yeah, diagonal moves are also a thing. Seems like a waterway is blocking your way, but you can get past these waterways by moving diagonally. I like how it's got the Xbox button layouts on what is obviously a PS4 controller. Requires you to press 2 directional buttons at the same time, so be careful not to make any mistakes. Or you can just hold the right trigger to force a diagonal movement. From here we'll explain I-dash, which is more efficient than regular dash. I-dash is a type of dash that automatically leads you to items or entrances to different rooms. can I dash by holding the right bumper and pressing a directional button. Use I dash to easily navigate through complicated rooms and long passageways. Use different button combos for different movement options. Pick the right one for your situation. If you hold X, then you can turn in place without wasting your turn. If you walk onto the magic circle and select next floor, you'll progress to the next floor. If you pick the ground menu, you can interact with whatever you're standing on. On this floor, we'll explain how to battle. Enemies inside the dungeon will attack Reimu when they spot her. Looks like an enemy spotted Reimu. Press A to make Reimu attack the enemy in front of her. Defeat the enemy and keep going forward. By gaining experience from defeating enemies, Reimu will level up and become stronger. Also, enemies you defeat will sometimes drop items. That was Kisume. She's a mini-boss from Subterranean Animism. When enemies spot Reimu, they'll come up to her to attack. You can waste turns on purpose to lure the enemies closer. Keep your enemy's distance from you in mind as you fight. Luna Child is one of the 3 great fairies from Fairy Wars. I mean, I say 3 great fairies, but she's not really that great. By equipping weapons, you can increase the damage of your normal attacks. Will do you no good just sitting in your inventory, so make sure you equip them. Select a weapon from your inventory and equip it. The Patrol Tengu Sword. When there are multiple enemies in a room, it's a bad idea to just charge in and start fighting. Rather than getting surrounded by enemies inside the room, it's better to fight them one at a time by luring them into a hallway. Like so. Medicine Melancholy is a character from Phantasmagoria of Flowerview. She is a Tsukumogami spawned from an abandoned doll in a field of poisonous flowers. Tsukumogami is a type of yokai that's created when an object gets abandoned. So yeah, Reimu leveled up. Yamame is the first boss of Subterranean Animism. She's a spider. Your equipment can also level up. And your equipment evolves at certain levels. Sometimes it gains new properties, otherwise its appearance will change. By equipping armor, you can reduce the damage you receive from enemies. Certain pieces of equipment will resonate with each other when equipped, increasing their stats. For example, the sword and shield together give you the super strong boost resonance. I have a sword and shield. Looks like you've entered a room with a lot of enemies. You're in a rough situation and it's difficult to run into a passageway. This is a perfect time to use a spell card. This spell card deals damage to all enemies in the same room. Let's pick it up and use it. Divine Spirit Fantasy Seal. Reimu's signature bomb attack. And deal damage to multiple enemies. A system message will display the average damage. You can check the individual damage dealt in the backlog by pressing start. Levels! I got them. Drinking power medicine will increase your power stat by 1. Power can increase up to 15, and the higher it is, the more damage you deal. Also, all medicine items will restore your tummy by 5 in addition to their normal effects. Itadakimasu! Water! Gaps are items you can store other items within, sort of like a pouch. The item you just received is called a Preserve Gap, and it lets you insert and retrieve items freely. Items stored inside it are protected from traps and enemy skills. You can also throw gaps against a wall to break them. The items inside will spill out and the gap will break. This is the only way to retrieve most items from most gaps. Preserve gap is a special case. A spell card you receive will enhance your weapons. When the weapon's enhancement value rises, the damage it deals will increase. It's a flat damage bonus, independent of its level. Power boost! Aramitama! Oh! Traps may be placed inside the rooms of a dungeon. They'll trigger once they're stepped on, and they can inflict various effects. The trap that just triggered just now makes food in your inventory rot. However, placing your food in a gap will protect it from the effects of this trap. I should have done that a while ago. Now I have a fake red bean cake. Charms are a third type of equipment you can find. They can protect you from harmful effects, give beneficial effects, or make exploring dungeons easier. Longevity. Prevents power from decreasing, except from vampire. Also blocks muscle fatigue and neurotoxin. Gonna sort our items by clicking the right stick. We got P. P is a power charm. You use it to set off your Danmaku attacks. You can hold up to 30. Every playable character has 4 different types of Danmaku. Yin Yang Shot is just a very basic bullet. Yokai Buster fires in 3 directions. Sealing Needle pierces enemies, and Duplex Barrier attacks everything adjacent to Reimu. I just explained this game, come on. Sunny Milk is another one of the 3 fairies. You're surrounded by enemies! In situations like this, use Duplex Barrier to deal damage to all enemies around you. It's a powerful Danmaku, but it uses a lot of P, so be careful. Mononobe no Futo from the 13th game in the series, 10 Desires. Her ability is, she claims her ability is manipulation of feng shui, but, it's actually just, completely standard onmyo magic. Not really. I'm gonna go get some water instead. Maybe change into a cooler shirt too. Be gone, shirt! That's a bit better. Returned. Oh yeah. The way I understand it is Shikai-sen is someone who engages in some kind of a trickery in order to fool the Shinigami who are trying to kill ordinary people. They've made themselves immortal by means of some kind of I don't know, body transformation shenanigans, something. I don't know. I'm not an expert in Japanese folklore. I can do that. I can't do it for very long. She's taking the slow path. I mean, she is immortal. She can get away with it. Reimu never gets donations to her shrine, so she always has to deal with money concerns. She's like a college student who will go anywhere for the promise of free food. So, yeah, now we have a partner. Unlike in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, if Futo gets knocked out, you're fine. You can just keep going. Partner will gain experience and level up by defeating enemies. partner may step on traps by herself. The traps she steps on won't affect you. Only the player character can dual-wield weapons. But usually it's smarter to use power medicine on yourself. Ouch. Hey there, you cows. Indeed. Oh, man. With this effect, you can pass over traps or terrain, but may be vulnerable to other things. Ooh, nice. So yeah, our fake red bean cakes turn into grilled red bean cakes. Gets you pretty high. We're floating! Of course, Reimu can just fly anyway, but I guess she doesn't feel like it. Octopath Traveler! Oh man. I cleared all the stories and then gave up on the post-game. The Sage Trials at Kasen's Dojo. Yes, it is bad. It's a 40-minute long boss rush, followed by a true final boss that can just kill you sometimes. We made it back to the shrine. Is it worse than the Nyx avatar from Persona 3, though? And is it harder than Absolute Virtue? Harder than the Nyx avatar. Okay. Here we are, Hackarray Shrine. This shrine is the border between Gensokyo and the outside world. And if Reimu dies, Gensokyo collapses. Yes, that's correct, Ukels, but you still have to fight 8 of them. So because of Reimu's unique status, she developed something called the spell card system, so that the yokai she fights can fight back without putting anybody at risk. Kasen Ibaraki from Wild and Horned Hermit. It's one of the mangas. Oh, that just sounds all kind of sketchy when you put it like that, Reimu. You can prepare and heal, but if you die to the last boss, you have to start the whole boss rush over. Because you're not allowed to save. Also, between all his phases, it's got like a couple million HP. Kinda crazy. Oh, you started with Ulbrich, huh? I started with Tressa. You know who might be one of the best starting characters, though? Alphen. Concoct is just all kinds of crazy broken. Cyrus is also a good starter. Red bean cake! I want to try that. I don't know what this is referring to, if it's one of the previous Fushigi no Gensokyo games or one of the mangas or what. The advanced jobs are pretty nice. Rune Lord Tressa is kind of incredible. So yeah, the generic enemies are just copies of Gensokyo's residents. Very silly, and I kinda dig it. It's his passive, he just spawning random NPCs everywhere. Like some kind of Vine Sauce corruption. Justifying the mystery dungeon trope. 'Oh no, I ate a copy of a red bean cake. How horrifying. Oh man, I know how that feels, you Kels. I've been working on something for work with no rhyme or reason to it, like, at all. Like today I wrote a JSON parser in C++, like, just from scratch. Because I wasn't really sure what else I was supposed to do. Pie in the Sky RPG stuff and remaking Link's Awakening. Yeah, my Dungeons and Dragons game is well, we finished a story arc. Gonna be moving on to the next one. I got some stuff I gotta set up. It's gonna be tomorrow. I have one map, but I might need one or two more. I got some NPCs I need to make, etc. Yep. She was way out of her league, actually. Oh, man. I was kind of lucky I remembered some of the stuff I needed to do on Miriam is missing. Bluffing to the max. Super Metroid? What? 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 What?
強化することができる大発明。その名も川城。あれ、川城生成装置、略して二度フュージョン。なんとそっけない反応だ。だって金目のものじゃないし。何よこれ、泥が詰まっててボタンが押せないじゃない。なんだろう、そんなはずは。本当だな。昨日沼で溺れた時に泥水で壊れてしまったのかもしれん。あんたもそいつもポンコツなのね。さあ、存分に役立てるがよい。壊れているのにどうやって使えっていうのよ。言っておくが、貸しているだけ。間違っても売ったり捨てたりするでないぞ。はいはい。使えもしない大層なガラクタをどうもありがとうございました。
Alright, let the gameplay finally begin, I guess. It's Hiedo no Aku. She is, I mean, you might consider her the main character of Perfect Memento in strict sense. Doot.
敵
敵の情報が勝手に記録されていくんです。これは敵の情報に限った話ではありません。罠、地形、アイテム、そして実際に足を踏み入れた場所の情報なんかも記録されます。本当ならば私が自ら情報を集めたいところですが、残念ながら私は非力な人間です。レンジさんのようにはいかないでしょう。そういうことならまあ。では執筆はお任せしましたよ、白麗先生。やだわ先生なんて。
I probably would be surprised, actually. Was this in the... This was in 250, right? I can't imagine trying to make Super Metroid in 210 or earlier. We got the Genso Chronicle Gaiden! Check it out! We got stuff. Yeah, Chirno freezes your stuff. Wriggle moves fast. She can also summon enemies. Medicine has high defense, and she can inflict neurotoxin and melancholy. And venom. Don't poison her, you can kill her with antidote. Kisume has high stats. Vengeful Spirit is just kind of there, I guess. She treats everyone equally but doesn't show any mercy to those who interrupt her work. She hates training and she doesn't have any aspirations. She doesn't believe that hard work pays off, and she doesn't like having to do her best at anything. He's half human and half yokai, giving him a very long lifespan. His ability is to know the name and uses of tools, and he uses that ability on foreign and ancient items. He also has the skills to create magic items. Her ability is to... She's a monk who claims to be a Shikaisen. Her ability is to manipulate feng shui. She's very aggressive to yokai and often gets into pointless arguments. Since Kazen lost her right arm, it's covered with bandages with a smoke-like substance inside. She's very serious and tends to lecture others. She once made Reimu go through difficult training which traumatized her, so now she can't refuse Reimu. Her ability is to guide animals, and she makes Raijus, great eagles, tigers, and dragons work for her. Akio has been reincarnating for 1,200 years. Her ability is to remember anything she sees. But when she reincarnates, she doesn't inherit all of her memories, so she doesn't have many memories from her past. You can also see records of various traps and types of terrain, as well as status effects, and any items and seals that we have picked up. And also see our, wow. Okay. Okay. Oh, sealing needle pierces pierces walls. Okay. So yeah, we got a lot of DLC playable characters. Gonna be fun playing around with that. We also have 4 different partners we can pick from. Futo is the default, and she will show up on the floors even if we don't pick her as our partner. We have a vending machine over here, and our storage. But it's not like we actually have any goods. No, we cannot have a vending machine as a partner. These are our partners. Futo, Chirno, Daigose, and Tenshi. Alright, I need to refill my water. And possibly engage biology. Then, it is time for training. Hello. Why is the ice sticking to the bottom of the glass? What the heck? Tuh. That's something. You know what they say, if it exists, then there's a crossover with Touhou. Anyway. Let's check out the dojo. There's a dragon on the sign. Bird! We can change into different costumes. Yeah, it's pretty cute. Reimu is ready for the beach, I guess. It's actually pretty cute. I think I'm gonna stick with the regular outfit, though. Alright, here we go. The Novice Orientation. I'm impressed you came to the dojo to learn that... Created a series of trials, each 1 floor long. Well, animals actually did the work, but Now, first is the most basic of the basics, walking. If you can't do this, you're better off just giving up. Master diagonal movement. Here we will introduce basic controls and techniques. Each time you go down a floor, the trial changes and your items and status will reset. So make sure you complete every trial. First, the most basics of basics, diagonal movement. Move Reimu and aim for the magic circle. Pressing the right button, then the up button, will cost you 2 turns. However, if you press the right and up buttons at the same time, it will only cost you 1 turn. If you only want to move diagonally, hold X and right bumper together. Cannot move vertically or horizontally while moving those buttons. Or you can just hold the right trigger. Find the hidden traps. Traps are generally hidden on the ground and are not visible. You have to step on them or attack over them to find their location. Let's drink eye drops here. If you drink eye drops, you can see traps on the floor and invisible enemies. So yeah, we got a lot of different traps here. Using traps. Most traps are harmful, but in some cases you can use them to your advantage. Star Tropics dungeon, huh? Blow away traps will blow you 10 spaces away. You won't stop until you're blown 10 spaces away or you run into an obstacle or person. Use traps to get to the other side of the waterway, like this. If you collide with a wall while you're getting blown away, you take 10 damage. A shrine maiden who withstands explosions. You're surrounded by enemies? But there's a landmine trap that will explode if you step on it. The explosion can defeat most of the enemies, but in exchange you won't receive any experience. Now be brave and step on the trap. Go for it! Talisman Master! Part 1. You can use talismans as many times as the number displayed. Generally, it will have the same effect whether you use it or throw it. If you throw them, you'll throw your whole stack of talismans. However, the effect will be greater depending on how many were in the stack. Talismans will go toward the direction you're facing, whether you use it or throw it. The enemy's title will change depending on their rank. Something Chan, something, just the name, something San, something Sama, and Big Something are the 5 different titles. The higher the rank, the stronger the enemy. However, that doesn't mean every enemy has 5 ranks. The enemy on the right is a strong enemy at your current level. Use this Bind Talisman to make it immovable. Stops the enemy's movement. And just go around. Go for it! Talisman Master! Part 2. Talisman on the top left has an effect of switching your location with the person you hit with it. Use this to go to the opposite shore. It's Mei Ling from Embodiment of Scarlet Devil. She's the gatekeeper for the Scarlet Devil Mansion. She has a reputation for being lazy, but really she just can't stop Marissa from getting past her. She's actually a pretty difficult boss. On normal mode or higher, anyway. Some enemies will have annoying skills. The alien on the island is an enemy who shoots Reimu whenever she's in a straight line from her. If you use an Incompetence Talisman, you can block this ability of hers. Alien is one of the final bosses of Imperishable Night. She's a doctor from the moon who escaped from the moon with Princess Kaguya when she stole the Horai elixir and drank it. Go for it! Talisman Master! Part 3. Some talismans affect yourself when you use it. Yagakoro Ointment is a talisman that can heal your reduced power and status conditions. Blow-away talismans blow enemies away, similar to blow-away traps. Also, you can easily defeat medicine or Yamame by throwing Yagakoro ointment at them. You can change your direction by holding X and pressing the directional buttons. Change directions to respond to enemies from any side without using a turn. Burn Trap! The talisman burned! Talismans are vulnerable to fire, so you need to be extra cautious around burning traps. If you place a talisman inside a gap, fire can't harm it, so that's one way to protect them. Weapon characteristics and dual wielding. Some weapons have special effects and are more than just equipment and increases your stats. For example, Yin Yang Ball is very effective against yokai enemies. Weapons and armor have various characteristics. Check them in the item descriptions. If you press its button, it can open and close. It's not clear what it's for, but I'm sure it's strong. Yokai Slayer! Does a lot of extra damage to yokai. It's a Pokeball. It's not nearly as effective against medicine because she is a puppet. You can equip a second weapon in your left hand while you have one equipped in your right hand. However, you can't have armor and a second weapon equipped at the same time. Therefore, wielding two weapons will decrease your defense but increase your attack. Double Yin Yang Ball! Chirno is a fairy, not a yokai. Player exclusive, two-handers. The character you control is able to wield two-handed weapons. Two-handed weapons are very powerful, but be careful. You can't wear armor with them, so your defense will be low. The Unicorn Horn. It's very hard and dense. Rushing Unicorn is said to be able to kill animals as large as an elephant. Vitality up. Attack up. Equipment XP up. Attack range up. And penetrate attack. How to use gaps, Part 1. Generally, gaps are used to store items, but some can be used for other things. You can use a suck gap to attract items that you are facing. Try to track the item on the opposite shore. Can also suck up traps. We take our swap talisman out. Wait for Mei Ling to get in line with us, and there we go. You can use a shelter gap to avoid enemy encounters for a little while. If you throw it at an enemy, it will... I missed what that said, but if you throw it at an enemy, the enemy will get trapped inside the gap. Like so. How to use gaps, Part 2. Most gaps break and spill their contents when thrown at something, but the explosion gap is different. When it collides with something, it'll explode. The explosion will be bigger depending on how many items were inside the gap at the time. Also, by selecting an item with the Y button, you can store multiple items in a gap at once. Boom, baby. Oh, wait, I took damage, too. Huh. Ow! If you store items inside a soul gap, your health, power, and status effects will fully recover. But if the gap gets filled to its limit, you'll get sleepy, so be careful. Secret skill, Zigzag Walk. Enemies like Aiden or Tojiko will attack you from a distance if you're in a straight line from them. Try moving in a way that you won't stop and get hit by them. Concentrate on survival. You must hurry. If you encounter an enemy that you can't defeat, falling back is a great strategy. Mei Ling won't follow you into a passageway, so try using those to escape. Oh, geez. Poison petals. If you press B while you're above an item, you can get on top of it. Also, throwing money at an enemy will deal damage based on how much money you threw. It's wasteful, but try to throw some money with the ground command. One damage for every 10 yen you throw. Enemies that float won't stop even if there's a waterway, but floating is a special effect, which means an incompetence talisman can nullify it. Let's mix Nito Fusion! Hold Y and press right to bring up Nito Fusion. Use Nito points and materials to mix new items. That's pretty neato. Bottled cola and Mentos. Can use that to make the soaring drug. Or the slight flight drug. Thought it was the soaring drug for some reason. Now jump 5 spaces forward. Sweet herb, medicinal plant, water. Eye drops. We found the blowaway trap. Batwing, mysterious scrap paper, and Indian ink makes a blowaway talisman. You found a mysterious scrap paper and jump. Return of Hackarray. Swap talisman. Let's fusion! Nito Fusion! As we progress through the story, you'll be able to use Nito Fusion's fusion function. By fusing weapons and armor, you can pass on the equipment's experience and special effects. The enemies in the next room seem tough, so let's fuse some items here to progress. Stupa, plus 12. Grape, plus 18. Stupa has the Godslayer effect. Increased damage taken based on how much you've stolen from the shop. Gives bonuses if you haven't stolen. Grapes. Reduce get damage from gods. And small appetite. You're not allowed to curse me, Hina. Hina is a goddess of misfortune from the Mountain of Faith. She has a bit of a reputation for spinning because her original sprite had her constantly spinning for some reason. Final exam. Use everything you've learned and aim for the goal. There will be no hints for this exam. Do your best. Uh-oh. Oops. No, I died at the end. That's fine. Oop. Oops! I was supposed to throw that. I died at the end. Ah. I never think to use the dash button. I don't know why. It's just a thing that I never think to do. Oop. There, like that. Victory! Success! Congratulations on your first clear of Novice Sage Final Exam. As a prize for your first clear, you get the Preserve Gap 9. Please make good use of them on your adventures. I prepare even harder lessons. There will be a gift for clearing all of them, so try your best. Let's go! First, we're going to deposit this gap. It is a very nice gap, but... Okay, the Intermediate Orientation. Spell cards will surely help you break through tough situations. It would be a shame for you to be defeated just because you didn't use your cards. Plus, you can say things like, hit secret skill! Stuff like that, right? Cast those spell cards. Spell cards are a powerful tool to break through a tough spot. Don't be stingy with your items and proceed to the next floor. You need to be careful when you're surrounded by enemies, like right now, for example. Slumber, Paresso Particle! Reimu's floating! Kisume is floating! Run! Throwing spell cards. Some spell cards have effects you don't want to use. In this dungeon, there will be unidentified spell cards on the ground. You can only identify them by throwing them at an enemy. But if they get thrown at you, you might end up in big trouble. Eradication. Final moment. Enemies hit with it won't appear until after the challenge is over. Kisume's presence vanished. Ping! Hina Hina Pinball! When you throw an item at Hina-type enemies, or at a square with the turbulence terrain on it, it will be reflected in a different direction. Because it will be reflected toward the nearest character or terrain, it may end up going somewhere unexpected. Eradication. Oh no, it's Flandra! Extra boss of Embodiment of Scarlet Devil. A vampire who was so crazy and violent her big sister had to lock her in the basement. Happy medicine! Level up! Foggy Blacksmith and Misty Poison. If you walk into a blacksmith Nudo with weapons or armor equipped or throw them in there, the Nudo will strengthen them for you. There are no downsides to this, so use them to your advantage. Got a Tengu Shield +1. Poison Mist is a terrain that inflicts venom on those who step foot inside it. Usually it's a bad idea to even go near this terrain, but if you throw water at it, it'll change it into poison. Terrain, Flame, and Flower. There's a flame nearby. Obviously standing in it will hurt you. Enemies will also take damage from flames, especially ice fairies. I wonder what would happen if Chirno melted into water. As long as you don't attack Yuko-type enemies, they'll ignore you. Just walk right by and keep going. It's Yuka, not Yuko. But if you accidentally step on her flowers, she'll get very angry. Equipping seals. Seals can be found on equipment and provide a variety of effects. If you add a seal to an empty slot in a piece of equipment, it'll provide its effect to that equipment only. Ribbon is red as blood. You can faintly feel the touch of fate when you wear it. Prevents Remilia-type enemies from draining your power. Vitality up! Blast Suit! Relief! Stupa! Release. Let's dismantle Nito Fusion! Dismantle is one of the functions of Nito Fusion that will be unlocked during your adventure. Like the name says, it dismantles items. Dismantling an item will turn into materials or Nito points. If you want to get rid of extra items or make ingredients for mixing, please use this. Oop. Ha! Let's appraise Nito Fusion! Some dungeons are unidentified dungeons, where all the items you'll find are unknown. To figure out what an item does, you'll have to use it or cast a certain spell card to identify it. But as you progress in your adventure, appraise will be unlocked, and you can use it to identify things. Use your Nito points wisely to uncover the truth. Happiness Talisman. Bind Talisman. Should have used that earlier. Oh well. Ouch. Fantasy Seal! Shopping? Shops aren't found only in the base, you can also run across them in dungeons. They'll be useful for your adventure, so when you find one, check it out. Happy Medicine! It's the Tanuki Shop! Unlike shops you found at base, shops and dungeons will have their items on the ground. When you want to sell items, place them on the ground and talk to the shopkeeper. It's somewhat difficult, but if you manage to pick up an item and leave without paying, you'll be a thief. You'll be chased down, but if you can make it to the next floor, you might be able to survive. Probably. Maybe. Better with friends! Exploring. When your character is weak, leaving the battle to your partner is an excellent strategy. Stand still in a safe place and watch your friend fight valiantly. So yeah, Futo here is level 80. So let's send her over there. Set her to attack enemies. Set her to explore for a little while. I heard a couple of enemy level ups there, but Futo managed to deal with them all. Better with friends. Recovery. You can trade places with your partner using the swap talisman. Work with your partner to get to the magic circle. Revival! House sitting. Your tummy is low and you're about to pass out. Huh? There's a blowaway trap over there. You might be able to take advantage of it. Pay attention to your partner, too. Let's not let Futo get in the way. Let's not use the falling bucket trap. We made it! Better with friends. Pinned. Your partner is set to attack or explore to go straight toward enemies. If an enemy does long-range attacks, your partner will not zigzag to avoid them, so if you don't look out, you may lose your partner. Change your strategy to help them out. Futo, follow me. Oops. Gaps don't just break when they hit a wall, they split open when they hit a character too. Doesn't seem like there are any walls here. What to do? Wait there, Futo. Super effective dynamic throw. When you equip the Oni Cup charm, anything you throw will pierce through obstacles and keep flying. As for the long throw seal, it will work nicely when your enemies are all lined up. Line up the perfect shot and throw your talisman. Take this! Super Zap! But let's make sure we unequip it before we try to break this gap. Itadakimasu! Starving Survivor. If you equip cursed weapons or armor, you'll be unable to remove them unless you break the curse. However, even if an item becomes cursed, it will not lose its effects. Now for this lesson, it seems like Reimu is very hungry. Advance carefully while watching your tummy meter. Small appetite. It's cursed. Exorcism, Colonel Salvage. Curse on the item has been lifted. Dance of Desire. Grants many effects 10 turns after equipping this item. After that, the equipment of the seal will break. Yay! We survived. Sage Final Graduation Exam. You've done well overcoming all the other lessons. Make full use of the techniques you've learned and solve this one final challenge. Slumber Paresso Particle. Swap with Mating Sun. Uh-oh. Yep, I screwed up. Ow. Luster Sign, Room of Light. We can see the rest of the room. Or the rest of the floor, rather. And if we throw our swap talisman in this direction, we can swap with the Kisume. A landmine to blow up Kisume. Oh, here comes the next one. Swap talisman. Do! Should have unequipped the Oni cup. Oh, now I'm stuck. Let's try that again. That was embarrassing. I can just throw it like that. Victory! Congratulations on your first clear of Sage's final graduation exam. You were clearing all the lessons. If an excellent disciple like you is able to clear such difficult lessons, and this incident is as good as resolved in your capable hands. As a prize for your first clear, you get Scarlet Aurum. Please make good use of them on your adventure. Scarlet Aurum adds a seal slot to a piece of equipment. That is going straight into storage. Because we're not done with the dungeon just yet. The well is all blocked up. Huh. Let's take the Sage Trials. First up, Sage's Training Facility, Beginner. My people should have no problem clearing this. The Beginner's Level Trial, created by Kasen to train sages. Challenges will learn skills to help them survive tough situations. Here you can only identify items by equipping or using them. Identifying many items quickly will be the key to victory. Equipment. Constantly equip the equipment to check their abilities. Medicine. Some are harmful, so make sure to use them when there aren't any enemies around and near a magic seal to move to the next floor if you need to. You can play as anybody. We might as well stick with Reimu and Futo. Also, your partner's equipment can actually be carried into a dungeon, even if your equipment sometimes can't. Alright, here we go. We're playing for real. Gotta look around for some starting equipment. Preferably grapes. I like grapes as my equipment because it has a small appetite effect. Thank you for the assist, Futo. Apprentice Priest Broom. The broom Kyoko Kasadani uses to clean with. What another great day for cleaning. Shout out, good afternoon, really loud. Oh, but yeah, this broom's pretty basic. It has the Animal Slayer seal. Got some power. And a Patrol Tengu Sword, which is... Let's see. Ah, this is a +1. Alright. Futo, you get the broom. Our Nito Fusion doesn't work right now. We'll need to deal with the main dungeon to get it fixed, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let's get some starter equipment into starter dungeon. Alright, got a Lord Okoto's Roar. Hatate is the main character of... Well, no, she's not the main character. She's the second playable character in Double Spoiler, which is a Danmaku photography game. White Medicine. Nazarene is the first boss of Undefined Fantastic Object. She's a servant of the Avatar Bishamonten, who, in that game, is looking around for a lost Jewel Pagoda. Camellia hair decor. Record. Prevents memory loss effects, traps, skills, etc. Alright, let's drink the medicine. Slow speed drug. Good thing I'm next to the magic circle. Crescent moon plate. Okay. Blast suit. That sounds nice. This will be more immediately useful. Which means, Futo, you get that. Eclair! Tasty. The back circle takes you to the previous floor. Sometimes that can be useful if you've been exploring for a while and you just want to generate a bunch of new items. Ooh, treasure gap. Ooh, big red bean cake. Thunder talismans. Family security. Makes you immune to confusion. Wriggle is the first boss of Imperishable Night. One of the memes surrounding her is the Wriggle Kick, where her entrance into the arena can sometimes kill you if you're hanging around near the top to get the most of the item barrier, item border. She just comes in out of nowhere. In this game, she moves extra fast. Little bamboo. Khaki medicine. Whoop! Hi, Chirno. Chirno is the strongest fairy. She's the second boss of Embodiment of Scarlet Devil. She is notorious for being an idiot and having an enormous blind spot in one of her spell cards if you play on easy mode. And by enormous, I mean the blind spot is not actually that big, but it's right in front of her. It's kind of silly. Oops, I'm forgetting to identify my medicine. Could lead to trouble. Let's go this way. Patrol Tengu Shield. Ooh. Give me that synergy. Heck yeah. Khaki medicine is refined green tea. Yellow medicine is regular green tea. And that super strong boost doesn't last very long at all. Oh no, Wriggle summoned an enemy. Another Patrol Tengu sword. That one's not a +1. It's Kyoko, a Yamabiko, the second boss of 10 Desires. Yamabiko is a yokai responsible for echoes. She's very noisy, and all of her spell cards involve reflected Danmaku in some way. It's kind of really cool, actually, her fight. Sunlight Yellow medicine. Minoriko is a harvest goddess, the first boss of the Mountain of Faith. Oh, hallucinate trap. Grayish white medicine. Whoop! Hi, Wriggle! She came in out of nowhere. Swift medicine! Water! Water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water. Fudo can just do that whenever she wants. It's kind of amazing. Minoriko has the power to transform your items into red bean cakes. Hatate sometimes takes a photograph of one of your equipped items and identifies it for you. Apprentice Priest Broom. Antidote. As the Sage training told us, antidotes will one-shot Yamame. And medicine. Ooh, blowaway Talisman. Transform Gap. Transform Gap turns the items you put into it into something else. Sake! Sake makes you drunk. When you are drunk, your accuracy is reduced, but every successful hit is a critical hit. The Sake Lover seal will counteract the accuracy penalty and make your crits do more damage. That is an excellent question. I think if you throw the gap at somebody, it just breaks, but I know you're being silly with that. I don't actually have a use for Transform Gap right now, so, here. 1 damage. Souvenir wooden sword. Little bamboo can be sold or transformed into another item, I suppose, but I already threw my gap. Oop. Oh, right. Mei-Ling doesn't enter passageways. Ow. Oop. Kyoko threw my donation box at me. How rude. Substitution Doll. Substitution Dolls comes with the Scapegoat Seal. When you die, it will revive you, but then the item will disappear. You have to have it equipped in order to apply its effect. Wall Break, Berliner Mauer. Reisen Udongen Inaba is the 5th boss of Imperishable Night. She has the ability to make people go insane. Or something. Her bullets are also actually shaped like bullets. Get out of here. There's the back circle, but we don't want to go back. There are Berliner Mauer creates 2 exits on the floor. One of them is a fake, but that was the real one. Reimu's getting hungry, but we're almost at the end of the dungeon. Chestnut-colored medicine. Reimu got drunk! If Reimu is your partner, she has the Sake Lover passive, but, you have to be playing as someone else to have Reimu as your partner, obviously. Poison! Got slowed and my power went down. Room of Light reveals the entire map and illuminates the floor. It's pretty nice. And there we have it. We got through. Look at that cute little Duker thing. He's such a cutie. You kind of understand what unidentified means. Alright. Okay, we're gonna deposit everything again. Actually, no we're not. We're gonna deposit some things and take our Tengu gear with us. There we go. Sword and Shield Reimu. Let's go part way through the story dungeon. I do have some yen, so I can buy a thing that will be important for me to buy. So yeah, we are going out. Futo doesn't have any equipment at all, but that's fine. We just need to make it to floor 7. The Field. This first dungeon is called Road to Resolving the Incident. It's got 40 floors with a lot of checkpoints along the way. It's a pretty nice first dungeon. A very gentle difficulty curve, actually. Unless you get unlucky with Pandemonium. Luna Child is another one of the 3 fairies of the Great Fairy Wars. Great Fairy Wars is a spin-off game. It's number 12.8. And it stars Chirno just doing some random things. It's supposed to be it's supposed to tie in with the manga Strange and Bright Nature Deity. Super big red bean cake, and I don't have a preserve gap, so it's probably gonna get fake at some point. It's this talisman. It's a swap talisman. There's a fake red bean cake. And here's a seal sucker gap. Let's see. If we place it, if we use the seal sucker gap on an item, we can steal one of its seals. Bound Retribution. Ah. Add Confused and Confused Barrier. Bulking. There we go. Confused Barrier goes on the shield. Add Confused goes on the sword. No wonder why they call him as the Sucker. Look at him. Path through the rice fields. Yatsuhashi is one of the 2 Stage 4 bosses of Double Dealing character. She and her sister are Tsukumogami created from instruments. A Koto and a Biwa, I think. Man, this song is just so good. It's got a musical quote from Scarlet Weather Rhapsody. Yatsuhashi and Benden aren't particularly special at a low level. I forget if they gain some special ability at a higher level. Hi, Lily White. Lily White is a mid-boss from Perfect Cherry Blossom. She's a fairy who announces the coming of spring. And she gets very excited about it. If Chirno gets near Lily White, she'll melt. Yatsuhashi. Famous treat from Kyoto. It comes either raw or baked. They're both delicious and local specialties. Antidote. Okay. Oh, I was looking at the directional arrow and thinking it was an item on the map. Durr. Sake! It's Chen! Chen is the second boss of Perfect Cherry Blossom. She is the Shikigami to Ran Yakumo, who is herself the Shikigami of Yukari Yakumo. Forgotten Umbrella Fabric. Okay. I bet you Hakudo Ken and Rokan Ken have a synergy. They're the twin swords used by Yomu Konpaku. I say twin swords, but they're probably different. They're fraternal twins. Alright, we've reached a village. And I need to engage biology. Again. It's hot. And I've been talking a lot. Kane Kamishirasawa, the third boss of Imperishable Night. She's a teacher from the human village who is also a were-hakutaku, which is some kind of horned lion type creature. She has the power to alter history, either by hiding it or creating new history. Well, in the game, she hides the history of the human village's creation to protect it from whatever incident is going on. She makes it as if the humans never settled there to begin with. Yeah, kind of. Pip, huh?
あんたって満月の夜にしか白卓に変身できないんじゃなかった？見てわからないか？これは仮装だよ。ルームが気づかなかったということはうまく化けられているようだな。仮装ってなんでそんなことしてんのよ。人間の姿のままでは妖怪たちに舐められてしまうからな。この里に秩序をもたらすにはこの姿の方が都合がいいんだ。それは大変涙ぐましい努力をされているのね。ま、慣れてしまえばどうということはないさ。私には楽しんでいるように見えるけどね。というわけだからこの里でトラブルになったら私を頼るといい。そのくらい自分で何とかするわよ。相手は妖怪でしょ。私が負けるわけないじゃない。だから私を頼れと言っているんだ。お前の心配をしているんじゃない。お前とトラブルになった妖怪の心配をしている。はいはい。郷に行っては郷に従えってことね。心配しなくてもなるべくおとなしくしてるわ。いい機会だし妖怪の里をゆっくりと観光していくといい。くれぐれも普通にな。しつこいな。分かってるって。なあ。何よ。こんな里有無を言わさず焼いてしまった方がいいと思うぞ。っていうかもう準備はできて。
I do not remember if Futo was is crazy in the 10 Desires. I don't remember very much about 10 Desires. Yeah, they definitely played up the pyromania angle in this game. Burn to the ground! Welcome to the Yokai Village! This is the first checkpoint. It's Kyoko Kasadani! Look at her, she's so happy!
手でしょ。心配しなくても何もしやしないわよ。あ、もしかして最近できた降臨島の調査。
Coding toll instead of coding dole. I like it.
あれご存知ない？じゃあ違うのかな。確かに私はあの塔の調査をするつもりよ。だから悪いけどあんたに構っている暇はないの。そうなんだ。じゃあ私は退治されないで済むんだね。よかった。白麗の巫女さんありがとう。なんていうかこういう子は苦手だわ。能天気で話が通じない輩というのはあんたも人のことを言えないと思うけどね。
It's Chen. It's Yugi Hoshiguma, an Oni who lives in the former capital of Hell. She's one of the 4 devas of the mountain. Absurdly strong, loves to drink, hates dishonesty. Pretty typical Oni. Her sake not even drop. What kind of Oni plays tennis? Let's see, who else is here before we check out the shops. It's no, it's Yuka. A flower yokai, introduced in one of the PC 98 games. You think Red Magnus plays tennis? Seems more like a baseball guy to me. Or pro wrestling. So yeah, Yuka likes flowers. Prinny tennis? Well, yeah, I guess. It's Suika! Etna, I know her Prinnies challenged Adele to bowling and baseball. Well, they challenged Laharl to baseball and Adele to bowling. Suika Ibuki was the final boss of one of the fighting games, Immaterial and Missing Power. She loves to party. She caused an incident by making everybody else want to party for days on end. Here's Kisume. Whoops. Seems like she wants to say something. Let's leave her alone. Duh. Let's go to the Kappa store. The Kappa in Gensokyo are brilliant engineers. Well, brilliant craftsmen, anyway. They don't make their own blueprints, but if you hand them one, they can build anything. Luigi girl, I guess. This is the only pose any of them have. Even their individual artwork has them posed like this. So yeah, this is a reason to not keep your money in storage all the time. Because when you get to floor 7, you can invest in the services here. The more you invest, the more services are unlocked. We should do that at some point. So yeah, this is the reason why we started the main dungeon. We need to get the Nito fusion fixed. Alright, we can use the fusion function.
これで武器、防具、お守り、お札の合成が可能になった。装備品の能力や評価値を他の装備品に移したり。ぜひ
So yeah,
見てほしい。
we need Nito points in order to use the fusion function, but now we can combine all of our old equipment and get all of the pluses stacked onto our sword and shield.
直してくれてありがとう。
Plus, we can combine we can combine separate stacks of the same talisman, up to a stack of 10 anyway.
仲間意識が強いのは結構なことね。今の段階で図面のコピーができた。
Oh no, reverse engineering!
よーし、これでミトフュージョンを量産して安く販売することができるね。まだ特許
Nitori forgot the end user license agreement.
取っちゃう。随分ハイパラというか、カッパっていうのは変わり者が多くてね。見慣れないものを見つけたら、とりあえずこいつらのせいにしておけば OK よ。
No, 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 no. The only templates allowed are magic, aiding shady new drug. Yukari's fooling around again. It's a Moria Shrine conspiracy. Those are the only templates that are allowed.
便利なやつらだな。そうなんですよ。私たちは人間の役に立ついい妖怪なのですよ。黙れ。そういうことを言う妖怪ほど信用できる者はおらぬわ。ひどい。私たちの技術の恩恵を受ければ嫌でも認めたくなるって。有効な印にこの通信装置をお売りしましょう。これがあればどこでも好きな場所から通話ができますよ。それは便利なものだな。
Nice.
好きな時に大使様と連絡できるではないか。今はお得なキャンペーン中。
Oh no! They give her the phone for free and try to trick her into signing a long-term contract.
加入すると端末料金は実質無料になるんだよ。2年おきに自動更新されるから、うっかり更新し忘れるなんてこともないし安心だね。ただし更新月以外に解約すると違約金が発生する。おお、料金が無料なのか。これは好都合だな。ちょっと実質って何よ。それって実際には無料じゃないってことじゃないの。ん？何か問題でもあるのか？いや、それはというと、まあ、この話はなかったことにしましょう。そんな。あんたら黙らないとここを廃墟にするわよ。なんだ、残念だな。我には分からない。
This Kappa has the Carl face.
してるだけではない
I'm
ですか
still making those faces.
そういう話があっても次からはあんた一人で決めない方がいいと思うわよちゃんと誰かに相談した方が確かに我だけがいい思いをするというのは良くないな次からは大使様もお誘いすることにしよういやそういうことじゃないんだけど
Can now use Nito Fusion's fusion function. And also use the dismantle function. It's Kaguya, the Lunarian princess from Imperishable Night. She stole an elixir that grants immortality and then ran away to Genso. It's Komachi, the Shinigami from Phantasmagoria Flower View. She caused an incident by slacking off shortly after a bunch of dead souls started racking up due to, I don't know, Hurricane Katrina or something. All the dead souls decided to possess all the flowers and made things very pretty. By investing a certain amount, you'll be able to go to various locations. It's free to transport. Please use it as much as you like. I think what that means is we can start on a floor besides the first. Merlin Prism River. Set of three. One of the three phantom triplets who make a lot of noise by playing their instrument. All three of them were the stage 4 boss fight in Perfect Cherry Blossom. Equipment enhancement. Yeah, I can boost my Tengu sword. Only once, though. You can increase the amount of times you can enhance equipment in one challenge. By investing, you can erase or take seals. So yeah, accidentally fused something onto your weapon that you don't want? Well, you can just pop it off. There we go. Let's see. I do have a couple of talismans that I can combine. Like so. Alright, next facility. It's Yomu Kanpaku, a half-phantom gardener of the Netherworld. She was the stage 5 boss of Perfect Cherry Blossom. Mamizo Futatsuiwa, the extra stage boss of 10 Desires. She's a Tanuki from the human world who came in to Gensokyo but because one of her friends called in a favor and asked her to resolve the incident. But she got there a little late because Reimu and company already solved the incident. So she just picks a fight with them for fun.
どんな商品があるのか聞いておこうかしら。ちょっと待って。お主、妖怪を無差別に退治しすぎじゃないか。ちゃんと差別してるわよ。妖怪かそれ以外か。本に幻想郷は恐ろしい場所じゃ。それで何屋さんなの？食料品から日用品まで様々なものを取り揃えておる。ああ、そっか。葉っぱさえあればどんな商品も作れるものね。それはとんでもない言いがかりじゃぞ。タヌキとキツネは人を騙すものって相場が決まっているのよ。わしの理念は売り手よし、買い手よし、世間よしじゃ。間違っても騙したりなどせんわ。近江商人みたいなこと言うわね。おう、お主よく知っておるな。凛之助さんがよく言っていたのよね。わしは近江商人の三方よしがとても気に入っておってな。ってそんなことはどうでもいいわい。のう白麗の巫女よ、ここは一つ見逃してはくれんかの。わしはただみんなに笑顔になってほしいだけなんじゃよ。妖怪だからちょっと詮索しすぎたか。いいわ、見逃してあげる。おお、さすがは白麗の巫女。幻想郷を知っているだけあって話がわかるの。まあ何か困ったことがあったら私に言うといいわ。あんたが悪さをしない限りは相談に乗ってあげるから。本にかたじけない。人間の小娘はちょろいの。おい、騙されるでないぞ。え？そんな騙したなんて。口では何とでも言える。腹の底では何を考えていることやら。まあどうせろくでもないことに決まっておるがな。天然系放火魔よりははるかにマシだと思うがの。何か言ったか。待て、店内は火気厳禁じゃ。ちょっと揉め事は外でやってよ。おやつはお主の連れじゃろ。頼むから何とかしてくれ。そうね。どうしようかしら。取引な不要だ。今すぐこの古だぬきを助けてほしいなら。
Oh no, Reimu's running a protection racket against the Tanuki mob boss.
お主は鬼か。サラダ油では火がつかんのか。おや、何をやっとるか。マジおろせ。あら、これなんていいわね。素晴らしい誠意じゃない。それはわしの店で最も価値のあるアイテム。お払いも
The Exorcism Rod 99.
こういうアイテムがあれば異変の解決がぐっと楽になるわ。誠意を示すかどうかはあんた次第だけど、どうする？さあ、古だぬき、どうするのだ？わかった。
The Exorcism Rod 99 does 0 damage to enemies, but if you can work around its stuff somehow, I hear it actually gets pretty good. I gotta figure out how to do that.
あ
Alright. So yeah, it's got the 100% Mercy and 100% Slayer Suppression. It also has the Unnoticed Boost. So yeah, gotta be able to do something with it, but I'm not sure what. It's Sekibanki! A Rokurokubi Dolahan something from Double Dealing character, the stage 2 boss. She's one of the weaker yokai that was empowered by Seijak Kijin's reverse hierarchy. It's Marissa! Everybody knows Marissa. She's an ordinary Western magician. She lives in the Magic Forest. She's been in the series since the second game, and she is often Reimu's partner in resolving incidents. She's also a thief. Shinyomaru Sukuna. A descendant of Isun, who was tricked by Seijak Kijin into using her miracle mallet to enact the reverse hierarchy. And here's Mamizo. We want to buy Return of Hackarray. Stock the racing. She's selling a shady new drug. So yeah, Reisen sells one item of a different medicine every time you come to the yokai village. It is kind of rare stuff. Sometimes the items she sells are duds, though. Like poison.
重い病気の前兆だったりもするんですよ。むやみに笑ってはいけません。少しでも異常を感じたらすぐ医師に相談することが大切なのです。で、師匠が来ました。最近疲れも溜まっておるし、一度見てもらった方がいいかもしれんな。何言ってんのよ。寝て起きたら元気いっぱいになってるくせに。これでも体調には気を使っておるのだぞ。規則正しい生活はもちろん、寝る前にはサプリメントという小型の栄養補助剤を飲んでおる。いいですね。摂取しにくい栄養素を補うには効果的だと思います。しかし我は錠剤というものがとても苦手でな。1錠につきコップ3杯ほどの水がないと飲めないのだ。おかげでサプリメントを飲み終わる頃にはお腹がタプタプよ。原因はそれだと思うわよ。多分そうですね。
Let's see what you got for sale. Slight flight drug. It's not that great. Alright. Think perhaps it is time that we, Whoops. Use Return of Hackarray to, return to base. We're gonna stash our stuff now that we can use Nito Fusion. Going to stash the Exorcism Rod 99. I think we can store everything, which is real nice. Don't need to store the little bamboo. We can sell that. Oh, there's stuff for sale here. That's a lot of stuff. Hold up. The Christmas wreath and Christmas bell are kind of cheap, but they actually look amazing. Anyway, I'm here to sell this. Can I buy the wreath and the bell? Yes. Let's have some fun. Ah, but I'm only allowed to buy one of each, huh? Okay. Oh, this has Hiso. Nice. And Hiso. And Resurrect boost. Wow. Okay, well, I found some really nice stuff, I guess, but, yeah. That's probably gonna be it for tonight. It's almost 12:30. Yeah, real good game. We had a lot of visual novel to get through, but the game is about to get really, really good. So yeah, I'll be seeing you guys Sunday night with more of this. Fox is doing his own thing on his own channel tomorrow night. The green hair girl, that was Sanae. She's the other Shrine Maiden, I think. Trying to see if she'll show up again. Elden Ring or East tomorrow. Yep, that's an eye. Alright. That's it for me for tonight. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.